Alright, so this is something I kind of wanted to do for a while. And I recently picked up Dark Souls Remastered, and what I'm going to do is play through it using Zweigbaum, who's my Dark Souls character. Like to do the whole series and follow him through it. This is not going to be a professional Let's Play. There's going to be all sorts of background noise, and I'm not terribly good at Dark Souls. I just really enjoy it. Anyway, without further ado, let's start it up. Let's see. Now, since I do plan on putting this on YouTube, I am going to raise the brightness a little bit because I know it comes out dark there. Also, the audio is probably all messed up, but I'm just going to go push ahead anyway, since I'm probably going to be the only person that watches this. I think this is all set up. I did come in earlier and kind of set stuff up, mostly to make sure that my controller works, because I use a PS4 controller and I've had problems with that in the past. I will take this down a little bit, because when I tested it out, the game sound was really loud. Okay, and that should be all set. Okay, here we go. So, we're gonna make Zweigbaum. And of course, he's a guy. And I am gonna do Deprived. He's just gonna start out an unclothed enigma, only armed with a club and an old plank shield. Anybody does watch this and they're purists, they're gonna kill me, but I don't take the Master Key. I like to go with the old witch's ring because it has no obvious effect, which means it's gotta have some good effect later on. Zeke, well, Zweigbaum is very slim. I'm just gonna go straight to custom. Well, no, face. He's always from Catarina, because that's where Sigmire is from, and Sigurd, and Sigelind. Hair. I don't know. These hairdos are always so horrible. I'm gonna try not to spend too much time on the character creation because it bores me when I watch people do that. But there's a couple things I need to do. I'm receding, so Zweigbaum can too. Blue, obviously. There is no blue. I have to make blue. So let's customize him a little bit. Hair color, yes. Now we're customize. Yes, there we go. Because really, this is the most important part. He needs to have blue hair. Not too bright. Just like a little less red. I'm so bad at color mixing. There we go. That's about right. Okay. And you can make normal-looking people in this, but I'm not all that inclined to do so. For reasons that are fairly obvious if you played this before, and will become very obvious shortly after starting if you have not played it. So we will, let's see, male, deprived, old witch's ring, very slim. Jubilant Catarina is receding. Oh, in case there is somebody watching this, there's some lore in here. Commoner, very average commoner face. Commonly seen face in the five-fingered delta. It's a delta farmer. Astora noble, commonly, or a handsome face of the refined, common in Astora. Dragon scholar, intelligent, sharp lines, but scholarly looks invite insult. Thorland cleric. Look common in Thorland, known for its stalwart clerics. Jubilant Catarina. Jovial features of Catarina, known for festivity and drink, like Sigbrow. Dubious Karim. Ominous features associated with the Earl of Karim. Classic Xena. Thoughtful, mature face, common in historical Xena. Eerie Great Swamp heretics. Face prejudice. I can read. Never mind. Far East traveler. Face from a distant eastern land of almond eyes and thin lips. Anyway, Jubilant Catarina is Zweigbaum. And we will accept and we will start up here. It is okay to start the game with this character.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone skins. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side. Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Thanks, buddy. Just what I always wanted. Alright, so this is the remastered edition, and it looks pretty good compared to the old edition. And here's Zweigbaum. He's not looking too good. You can see why I was less concerned about his face, because he just looks like beef jerky. Okay, we got a dungeon cell key. So, read message. Good luck. Thanks. I do want to try and read descriptions of things. So what have we got in our inventory currently? Black separation crystal. This is an online thing. Black crystal, long a symbol of farewell, is granted to banished undead. Their crystal sends phantoms back to their homes or sends you back to yours. Beware of fickle use of this item if you intend to nurture relations. Dark sign. Dark sign signifies an accursed undead. Those branded with it are reborn after death, but will one day lose their mind and go hollow. Death triggers the dark sign, which returns its bearer to the last bonfire rested at, but at the cost of all humanity and souls. So, I never use the dark sign because I don't want to lose my humanity and souls if I can avoid it. And here's what that nice knight just dropped for us. Wrapped in a corpse. Opens dungeon of Undead Asylum in the north. Key to the dungeon of the Undead Asylum to the north. A mysterious knight, without saying a word, shoved a corpse down into the cell. And on its person was this key. Who was this knight, and what was his purpose? There may be no answers, but one must still forge ahead. Which is what we will do. And what have I got here? A straight sword hilt. It was found lost sword was found discarded in the Undead Asylum. Only slightly better than one's bare hands, and not recommended for extensive use. Be certain to find a replacement quickly. I will do so as soon as I can. I have no armor because I'm deprived. Ooh, here's the witch's ring. An old ring with no known use. Yeah, right. It's got some use. I actually don't know what the use is, because I have not played through this all the way. The only Soulsborne game I have finished is Bloodborne. I have played a good way through this game, the second one, and also the third one, but not reached the end of any of them. And have completely screwed things up. For example, in the last time I played through this one, I killed the firekeeper by accident and made all sorts of other grievous errors. Okay, this is engraved minutely with indecipherable script, but seemingly useless. Okay, and let's see. This is my equipment, so I'm wearing the ring, and I also have my sword hilt. And there we are, level 6, level 11 and everything. Okay. So, let's move on. Thankfully, the guy let us out of our dungeon cell here in the Undead Asylum. And we'll read the developer messages just in case there's somebody watching this that wants to know what they say. Camera controls, we have figured that out. This is my attack button. Oh, I should probably wave too. There we go. Hi, welcome to Dark Souls. I'm not going to attack this poor guy, because he looks as upset as I sometimes feel, so I'm not going to attack him. He's probably upset over his friend there. Yeah. Let's wave to this guy too. We'll be seeing him later. Oh, no. No, don't call him over here. We don't want him to come by. Strong attack. So this is my regular attack, and then my strong attack. Ooh, I almost hit you, buddy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're gonna leave him there too. You can just stare at the wall for a while. This is my run, so I can run. Yay! Do some cardio. Target lock and release. So if I look at this guy, I can lock onto him, and then I will always face him. I'm not going to kill you either, even though you're a lot more intimidating than your friends because of your glowing red eye sockets. I should really clean this place a little bit. Need some bleach. And of course, rest at bonfire and recover HP. So I'm going to actually light this bonfire and rest here, and then I'm going to cut it and go back and make sure that the video is working correctly, and I don't have to change anything else. So let's see if I can choose the correct wave this time. Toodles, I'm going to sit down now. Ooh, I got an achievement. Yes, as I mentioned before, this is not a blind playthrough, but I have not finished these. So. But I did just get an achievement. Yay. Okay. Well, let's see. I'm going to go check the video, and I'll be back shortly. And hopefully it worked.